Welcome, Tavia, to our Sholder Spotlight episode 2. Excited to have you as our guest today.
I am pumped. I am nervous. As I do anything in life, I bring my nervous part with me, but I'm excited. I'm really excited and honored.
And where are you at?
I live in Woodstock, Georgia. So that's like 45 minutes north of Atlanta, to give you bearings of where I am in the state.
Oh, good. And just to let the Sholder community get to know you, if you were to say in 30 seconds or less, what makes up Miss Tavia Gary?
Oh, wow. Well, it is the season of the holidays, and I love to decorate. I didn't know this about myself until, I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago or so. I think when I had my daughter, it kind of went to another level. But I'm not just talking about, I decorate for all the holidays. So, well, I shouldn't say that. All of the fall, winter holidays. And it's just from head to toe. And so I love that. I love sewing. I have been a dental hygienist as my main career for the last 24 years.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, let's get started with our little interview, shall we?
Okay.
Let's start with this question. What about Sholder inspires you?
Oh, gosh. Well, I just had a session Monday with my client, and it's interesting. As much as I will think about, like, how can I be present for my client and how can I be of service to them through the different, listening and asking questions, I find that I'm learning as much from my clients as maybe they are from whatever help and assistance I am giving them. And I didn't expect that. It's really been an interesting experience, just walking with someone and walking through different challenges of life. I find that I'm like, as I'm sharing with them thoughts that come to me, I'm applying it to myself a little bit too. And then what they share about their perspective, I'm applying to myself. So that's really an interesting aspect of Sholder that I didn't know I was going to experience.
What gifts do you believe you bring to Sholder?
Yeah. I am thankful that I seem to have the gift of compassion for people and really feeling their experiences, what they are, being challenged with and how it's making them feel, and really tapping into the emotion for someone else about that, and really just having that heart, that capacity to have compassion, to really, really, really care about someone else's journey.
I love that. It's so true. But knowing what I know about you, you have
Thank
a lot
you.
of compassion, which is one of the reasons why I love to practice with you. What drew you to and keeps you involved in the Sholder community?
Oh my gosh, I love the community. I love the community so much. It has been like sort of an answer to prayer for me, just as much as anything else. And I go through different phases where I can plug in a little bit more, like through the Sholder hours on Thursdays, and then then some seasons where I can't, and I always feel like this FOMO whenever I can't be there in the Sholder hour, because I know I get so much the energy that we all have, this shared love of what we do and what we're trying to do in the world through Sholder. It pumps me up so much. So yeah, that keeps me coming back, that shared energy.
I love that. How has Sholder influenced your relationships with friends, family, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Do you use any of those skills when communicating, any of the Sholder skills when communicating with friends and family?
Oh my gosh, yes. I found myself in this season right after I went through the weekend intensive, like this. So this was July of 2022, I think it was. I can't remember if it was 22 or 21 now. When I first did my training, and I learned so much about listening, global listening, and really listening, and listening to not interject and just really, be present. I found it bleeding into all of my relationships, especially like with my daughter. She's a teenager. And instead of like trying to come in with an answer about something right away, just listening. So that was a huge transition for me. It's been so great. I feel myself really being able to hold space for other people in a different way, a different capacity than I ever had before I learned about shoulder and learned how to shoulder.
Nice. Last question, and this is my signature question for the end of the Sholder Spotlight. If you were to leave Shoulder tomorrow, what insights you learned through shouldering might you take with you?
Oh man, I can't even imagine doing that right now at all. I'm thankful for that. I feel like my journey on shoulder is really just like getting revved up, and it's really an exciting part of my life. What would I take with me? Was that the question?
Well, it's what insights of shouldering would you take with you if you were to like just be like, moving on?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be the same version of Tavia that I was before I learned about shouldering and about really being present and holding space for people and giving them an opportunity for their story to be significant and it to be their story and not anything that I need to affect in terms of, like I said before about going in with giving advice or just putting my 2 cents in too soon. It's just really, I think the ability, like the physical ability that it takes to kind of have peace and be settled when you're with someone else and they have the spotlight, they're trying to express themselves. And also that's another thing. I like to find opportunities to give people the time to talk, to say what's on their heart, to say, what's going on. And really, just I'm more of a below the surface kind of person. I'm not great at small talk. So it's better for me when the conversation gets deep and I can really I don't know. There's just something that enthralls me about that. I'm made to just sit and just listen and just care. And so, but shoulder has definitely taught me how to do that in a way that I'll never forget. And so I'm really, really thankful for it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today, Tavia. We really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to seeing you kick some ass out there on the shoulder platform as we bring in more teachers and bring in more sharers. So
thanks so much for having me.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm honored. I'm just so honored. And so thank you for the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome. Have a great day.